Hi, my name is Francesca from Studio Cesca, and today I'm going to be showing you how I use Style Sourcebook. So within interior design, there are a few different areas that I service, one being that I contract to a few different builders and I help their clients with their color selections. So one thing over the years that I've particularly found is that they really struggle to visualize what their house is going to look like, and as soon as I got a hold of Style Sourcebook, I knew that it was something that I really needed to implement into my business. So I'm just going to run you through the document that they receive. It's a live link, which is awesome. It means that any changes that have been made can be updated, and all trades and builders and client, etc. can see the updates made. So basically, this particular builder uses 3D facade renders, which I find really helpful as well. So anything that we've selected can be loaded in and they can get a visual of what the outside of their house is going to look like. I've added a section for inspiration, so these specific clients really loved this style of bathroom, which they wanted to do in their ensuite, and what helped is seeing that the color selections that we've done correlate back to that inspiration. So obviously there's other selections on here for the rest of the home, but you can see the burgundy tile and similar tile schemes that we've used to achieve that same look. There's then a 2D mood board of selections, so this again includes everything. I've flat laid it out, and it also generates instantly a bit of a selection document, so that has also been a really big time saver for me. I then just need to edit all of the information, load any extra items in that I haven't loaded in before, and start filling it out to suit the client. There's an area where obviously you've got the name, the finish or color, and the supplier, and then there's also links that we can attach that will direct clients to web links if we have them available for the client. And then one of the biggest tools is them being able to go through and either approve all at once or go through and say, I need this to be reviewed for a specific reason, and they can add a comment, or they can decline it if there's like an option 1 or option 2 to consider. And then we can also add in notes, which is very handy. Firstly was external colors, and now we're going into internal selections. And then I've done the plumbing for this specific client on a separate sheet. So separate mood board, different finishes between kitchen, laundry, main bathroom, and then they also chose a different finish for their ensuite just to change things up. Moving down, I've included the appliances. This is really handy for the cabinet maker, for example, and the spec sheets that refer back to what the selections were that have been made. And then I also do a 3D bathroom layout for the tiler specifically and the plumber. And this is really handy because everything is actually positioned in the place where the client wants it. So they've approved this, which means it's a go ahead. And when it comes to this phase, the tiler can see if there's standard tiling, where the feature tile is placed. The plumber can see the exact location of the fittings, and even it could be handy for an electrician, for example, because we're putting some feature lights in so they can see the placement here. And the client was kind of considering 2 different lighting options, but they went with lighting option 1. Another really good tool is the categories up the top here. So for a document that's so long, instead of trying to scroll back and forth, you can basically just click on the inspo and flat lay and it'll take you directly to that section, or the ensuite plumbing, for example, and it takes you directly there. So yeah, thank you for joining me, and I hope this has helped you guys out in some way or another.